Davis. Remember, Shuford was knocked down, flash knockdown in round number 2. A left to the temple put him down.
To me, this is becoming an interesting fight.
Let's take a look at the punch numbers landed by round. 60-41 in favor of Davis. But Davis in the fight has thrown twice as many punches as Shuford. So he has been the busier of the two.
He's gone about the way that the scouting reports will tell you. Shuford lets you out hustle. He looks for spots a little bit too much, unless he gets the right spots. Davis has just been a little busier. He's been getting off first. Shuford's been strictly looking mostly for counters and spots.
Well, Shuford's been in against opposition that has allowed him to fight that style. Tonight he's been pressed by obviously a more skilled boxer than the people he's been in against.
Davis, as we said, has been in with better guys.
Punch out, boys. Punch out. Come on.
See, this is where Shuford has to look to let something go. Davis starts throwing something. Shuford should come right back.
And it's Davis who goes straight in with a combination.
Davis always gets the chance to have the upper hand as far as scores go because he's the guy that will get off first. He's the guy that will be a little busier. As we said, Shuford's a little bit more of a spot fighter.
And Shuford trying to turn it around through 7.
Well, Shuford's doing a little bit more work the last couple rounds. He's trying to get himself back in. Didn't show a lot of it there. But at least he took a step back, tried to get Davis to fall in. He needs to do more of that.
Round number 8 underway, scheduled 10-rounder. Teddy, you know, we wondered earlier about Shuford and his dad in his corner. And obviously, Charles is very comfortable with his dad there. His dad has been brutally honest with him. He says, you are fighting in slow motion. Throw some punches.
Can't blame the corner. They're telling him right. And Davis, just to start this round, jumped in, reached in with right hand to the body. Shuford should let that left hook go. Because when there's space, there's a chance to counter. When a guy's throwing from a little bit too much distance, got a chance to get a punch in there. If you're going to score a punch now, you got to throw it at the right time. That's what this is about right now. Not throwing when the guy's ready. Throw at the right time. Or the wrong time for him.
Teddy Atlas's scorecard through the first 7 rounds and tally him up in 69-63 for Davis. I agree. Remember, Shuford went down in the 2nd round. Again, Shuford tends to not be first in most of the exchanges. That's where Davis has had the edge in this fight. Been the busier of the two by far.
That's been the difference in this fight. Been an easy fight to track. One guy's looking for the spots. The other guy has the upper edge, Davis. He'll move, he'll get off, he'll lead, he'll be first.
Shuford wasn't pressured into the sport despite the fact that he comes from a fighting family. He was an athlete in high school, and one day he just came home from school and said to his dad, hey, I'd like you to train me. I think I want to try this. He says he feels no added pressure that 2 of his uncles and his dad boxed professionally. Sometimes he does look a little reluctant.
Doesn't have a big background. Shuford's got to get going now. Really late in the game, obviously. He's not going to do it by leading. You can see that's not his temperament. Well, then he's got to start firing in between the punches of Davis. But he's got to fire combinations.
As I mentioned earlier, uncharted areas for both of these men. Shuford has been 8 rounds once, and that was a decision win. Final seconds of round number 8, scheduled for 10 undefeated heavyweights, Robert Davis and Charles Shuford.
Well, it's more than just throwing. You got to set them up. And there you can see Davis, a little shoe shine, step back, created distance for the left hook. He set them up. That's why he's leading, I guess.
On our cards anyway, 79-72. You and I have it in favor of Davis. Round number 9 underway. And Shuford's corner, his dad, Charles Sr., saying, come on, use your jab, throw punches. Corner of Davis in between rounds said, hey, look, you're in control of this fight. Don't do anything silly, but keep doing what you're doing.
I'm a little disappointed in Shuford, too, that he hasn't done more. Because a couple rounds ago, it was starting to get a little interesting. But then Shuford just stopped, and it's lost some of the interest.
And round number 6, it looked like Shuford might be turning the tide a little bit. But just kind of slid back to that.
He's not trying hard enough.
Seeing weight style. And Davis has been busy enough.
See, there's Shuford again. He's looking to punch in spots. Right now, that's his only shot. He's not going to do anything else. Only thing I should say is when he throws the right hand, put the hook with it. If the spot is to come back with the hook, put the right hand with it. Make it 2 instead of 1. Make the most of it.
Now, Teddy, let me ask you something. With 90 seconds left in this round 9 and the final round to come, is Davis playing a little too cautiously?
Oh, he's ahead. I don't think he's too cautious. He's ahead, but he should use that jab. When in doubt, use your jab. At least keep control of the jab.
How do you know if you're ahead? Even if you're ahead.
That's a bad commentary on the judging nowadays, is what you're saying. Because you should be able to feel that you're ahead.
Look, I mean,
you never know. You're right. You never know.
We see it every week. There'll be some crazy decision somewhere, no matter what city we're in, every Friday night fight.
What he should be is consistent with what he does well. Using that jab, controlling the distance like he's doing now, being the boss in the center of the ring, not leaving himself open for counter opportunities, getting off first when he can.
Teddy, do you hit a relaxation point? Both of these guys, you know, as you mentioned, Davis has never been past 6. Shuford now has never been past 8 until tonight. Once you get past that and you're still standing, do you flash of heads there? Second warning for Davis. Do you almost, are you able to relax and maybe even get a second win, saying, hey, I did it?
Yes, what should happen is really the opposite, believe it or not, that you're not even thinking about it. That before you know it, it's the 8th round, the 9th round, the 10th round, you did it. That you don't think about it, that boom, the rounds are gone. When you think about it, they go longer. You remember in school when you used to think about the time, the class would go forever. Oh, a little headbutting there. The taller man coming in, leaning forward with his head. And that's what's going to happen. Your legs got to be there, not your head. And again, the head was in front of the body, the chassis, the hips, they got to be there first, not the head. Now that shows you not only a headbutt, but that shows you that Shuford missed an opportunity. He should have thrown an uppercut. He would have been able to catch Davis leaning forward. And he needs to do that because, at least according to you and me, he's behind.
Checking out that nick on the forehead. 8 of 75 landed by Davis in the last round. 4 of 23 for Shuford. So again, Davis much busier, although the connect percentage probably will favor Shuford as far as percentage. Davis is the one who's thrown a lot more punches, and he comes out to start this final round very aggressively.
And I heard one of the guys in the corner say, is that the 10th round? And that's what you want, Bob. You want a guy not to know. Just pay attention to what they're doing. That answers your question. That's how you get the rounds when you haven't been around. You're into what you're doing and they fly by you. You don't pay attention to them. You start asking early what round it is. You're setting yourself up for problems. Like I was saying before, you remember in classroom when you look at the clock and it would go on and on and on.
It would go backwards sometimes, right?
And then you'd have a substitute teacher every once in a while, and there'd be something interesting, and you'd be into it. Next thing you know, the bell would ring. You'd say, hey, how come the class is shorter? It wasn't shorter. You were into it.
Few and far between those classes, bro.
Okay, Mr. Carter?
One of the defining moments in this bout came in round 2. Left hand to the temple of Shuford sent Shuford down to the canvas. Davis has been the busier of the two. He's controlled the tempo of this bout. That's been a key. He's controlled the tempo. He's thrown a lot more punches.
right now, at least in my estimation, I believe yours too, Shuford needs to take chances. You get to a point in life, you don't take chances, you don't have a chance to get that golden ring. Just to get a win. Sometimes you got to take chances. He's put himself in a hole. He needs to take chances now. Or Davis needs to take chances. And right now, it looks like he knows he's ahead. He's not going to take those chances. Because if Davis took chances, Shuford could play off of that.
So Davis did the right thing, though. He came out to start this round. Very busy with his jab. And now he's sort of settled back in a little bit. And Shuford is a reluctant warrior. I should say reluctant participant. He wants to counter. There's not a lot to counter off. Left hand by Shuford.
Yeah, Davis stood there a little too long, a little straight up. You don't want to be tall in front of you, man. You want to get small.